Imagine that you have an escrow account that has a surplus and the borrower is past due on their loan. Can you take the surplus from the escrow and apply it to the loan amount? Hi, Dave Dickinson with Bankers Compliance Consulting. The answer is, and I want you to get this motto down, when it comes to escrow accounts, it's not your money. You don't have a right to tell them what to do with surplus money. So if they're past due, what RESPA says is that you can hold on to the surplus, and when they get that loan current, then you can give it to them. Now, you could work out something where you say, I'll give this to you, but you can't require that they apply that to their past due loan. It's not your money. Similar to that, if you have a payoff, let's say another institution calls you and says, what's the loan payoff? Can you net the escrow against the principal and interest? Well, the general rule of it's not your money would say no to that. But in 2014, HUD changed this rule and said, yes, you can. So you can net against that. Now, how do you do that for an in-house refinance? And that's the kind of thing we're going to be talking about on February 19th in an upcoming webinar called All About Escrows. There's quite a bit of details on this. How do you show the escrow balance that they have? Do you show that on the closing disclosure as a deposit? Do you net it against their payoff, etc., if you're doing in-house refinances? So join me on February 19th. We'll get into the weeds about surpluses and deficiencies and shortages. We'll also talk about the account disclosures that you have to give to the beginning and the annual and short year statements and payoff statements. Those are the ones that cause a lot of problems. Another area is the escrow account computation year. What can you require to put into the escrow account, and what can't you depends on the escrow account computation year. We'll talk about month-end accounting, another very confusing term because it's never defined in the regulation, but used often. Again, join me on February 19th for All About Escrows, and we'll talk plain English to you and get this demystified. See you then.